Hey people, Intred here. I'm your host today, teaming up with Paradoxinteractive to bring you the highlights from Age of Wonders 4 Rise from Ruin. Let's get to it. First off today, we're going to look at the new realm options and features that Rise from Ruin brings. Starting with a new happening, Echoes of the Fracturing. You can find this in a new premium challenge realm template, or add it to a custom realm under the Happenings Miscellaneous trait. This happening does a few things. First, it adds new fated regions to the realm, where you can explore the past and present of the Unmakers, wizards who tore the very fabric of magic with their experiments, leaving fractures. A realm with the Echoes of the Fracture trait will also be in the grip of the Devouring Winds crisis, causing cataclysms that ravage the realm. Upon entering one of these realms, you'll notice a new Cataclysm meter beside the minimap. Whenever a player casts a world map spell, the casting points from that spell are added to this meter. When it hits halfway, provinces are marked for the next Cataclysm. When full, the Cataclysm is unleashed, and all previously marked provinces are destroyed by a fleeting fractured infestation. This temporary infestation spreads Astral barrens terrain and is guarded by fractured creatures, which we'll look at later. The Cataclysm meter then resets, and its level rises by 1, making all future Cataclysms more devastating. Exploring the fated regions mentioned earlier will lead to obtaining powerful artifacts. These can help you tame and control the Devouring Winds. Gaining 3 of them also grants the new Cataclysm victory condition. Spell backfiring shakes up the spellcasting meta by adding a chance for a secondary effect to spells. The chance to backfire is always shown before casting, and if it does, you will have been informed of the outcome. The type of secondary effect depends on the type of spell cast, and can be positive or negative. Spell backfiring happens in certain situations, such as the Devouring Winds crisis described previously, or within Astral barrens terrain. You can also add it as a base chance to any realm with the unstable Astral Flow realm trait. Astral barrens is a new terrain type, representing a landscape where magic has been completely drained from the surroundings. Resource nodes cannot exist in Astral barrens and are ruined until it is cleared. This terrain is also resistant to terraforming spells, so destroying the fractured infestations that spread the terrain is the primary way to do this. This land, devoid of magic, makes things difficult for magic origin units, as they cannot regenerate health in this terrain. Combat in these places also makes things difficult for magic, with astral fracture obstacles disrupting unit enchantments and also decaying those of magic origin. Spells also have a chance to backfire, and any that are cast will spread more astral fractures. These astral barrens can appear due to fractured infestations, fated regions, or in some of the new handcrafted regions added in Rise from Ruin. You can make these handcrafted regions more common with the new Barren and Fractured Realm trait. This realm trait is also a way to make the new Ruined Ancient Wonders more common. Ruined Ancient Wonders are derelict and crumbling versions of existing wonders. They have unique effects, rallies, stories, battle maps, and outcomes. Clearing a Ruined Ancient Wonder gives you the option to restore it to its former glory. This requires the wonder to be annexed to your domain, a certain affinity, and the mana. Age of Wonders 4 Rise from Ruin brings new wildlife to threaten your empire. Let's take a look. Sand Scorpion. This tier 3 animal shield unit has extra mobility in sand terrain with the sand shift free action, and has the reinforced trait for extra defense against ranged attacks. As for offense, it has a repeating physical melee attack that ignores 50% of the foe's defense. This is along with Debilitating Sting, a full action melee strike dealing heavy damage, poisoning and weakening the target, and ending with the Scorpion in defense mode. Next up is the Sandworm, a tier 4 animal shock unit with a powerful charge that can swallow non-hero units whole. It also has Earth Tremor, dealing physical damage to all enemies in the 2-hex radius and doubling this damage against obstacles. Despite its large size and brute force offense, the Sandworm is quite mobile, as it has pass-through and slippery traits due to its burrowing. You've heard about fractured infestations, now meet what you'll be fighting in them. Fractured units are twisted by the fabric of magic in their environment being torn asunder, and their adaptations to it. These units are immune to control effects and are ethereal, granting protection against physical damage, pass-through, and immunity to some status effects. This comes with a weakness to spirit damage. These fractured units are especially dangerous against those that use magic, and units of magic origin. They can all inflict Disrupted, a powerful status effect that disables all unit enchantments. Some can also inflict Mana Drain, a status that prevents the use of magic, support, or debuffs. Another trait they all share is Mana Starve, which grants them strengthened and regeneration whenever they are hit by a magic attack or they inflict the disrupted or mana drain statuses. Mana Starved also prevents them from benefiting from any transformations or enchantments. As well as wildlife, these fractured infestations can contain troops that have the fractured transformation. This transformation disables all other transformations and enchantments, buffing hit points and damage for each. Taking a look at them in turn, we start with the Fractured Serpent. This is a tier 1 fighter whose mobility makes it hard to pin down. It has a repeating physical damage melee attack that can disrupt, as well as fleeting to ignore zone of control and slippery to avoid opportunity attacks. In tier 2, we have the Fractured Evoker, a battle mage unit that can fling physical damage magic attacks called Disrupting Bolts. As a full action, it can mana drain. This deals high physical damage at long range that always hits, with a chance to disrupt and mana drain a target. The Fractured Scorpion is a tier 3 shield unit with a repeating melee attack that pierces defenses and can inflict Disrupted. As a full action, it can unleash the Disrupting Sting. This deals heavy physical damage, inflicts Disrupted, and puts the Scorpion in shield mode. This thing is not easy to escape either, as it has the phase shift teleport free action. This means it can get into position for that Disrupting Sting. Also in tier 3, we have the Fractured Unicorn. This is a shock unit that can teleport. It of course has a charge attack that can disrupt, as well as a close range free action called Mana Drain Touch. This deals some damage, inflicts mana drain, and all friendly mana starved units are buffed. In tier 4, we get a shock unit, the Fractured Worm. This guy has a powerful charge that can disrupt, and Severing Tremor, a full action dealing physical damage that can disrupt in a 2 hex radius that deals double damage to magic origin units. And for tier 5, we have the mighty Fractured Dragon. Being a dragon, this guy has the Draconic Rage and Terrifying Aura traits, but it lacks the natural regeneration that most other dragons have. Making up for this is the Disrupting Aura trait, which deals damage and can disrupt enemies with the dragon's mere presence. For active offense, he has a repeating physical damage melee attack that hits hard. Elsewhere, we have a good old tail swipe that can disrupt. And finally, we have Anti-Magic Breath. This is a single action dealing damage in a 3 hex cone with a chance to instantly kill magic origin units and high chances to inflict disrupt and mana drain. That's all from me today guys, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe right here for all of your Age of Wonders needs, and I'll see you next time when I'll be talking about the new Scorpion update.